I'm getting more and more calls every single day about people wanting to get out of their Medicare Advantage plan, return to original Medicare, and add a MediGap, or also called a Medicare supplement plan, usually a Plan G or a Plan N, as in Nancy. But if you're outside of any type of special enrollment period, you will have to go through medical underwriting. People say, "What is medical underwriting? Health screening? What is that all about? I can't do that. I want to go see a doctor." Well, let's talk about the day. I've done quite a few of these. Again, my name is Ed Weir, retired district manager of the Social Security Administration. I help all people throughout the country, I help hundreds of thousands of people throughout the country with all things retirement, survivor benefits, disability, Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements. As you've seen from my videos, I always recommend Medicare supplement plans first. If it works within your budget, that is the number one thing you should consider. And the reason people don't consider that is, unfortunately, Medicare agents out there, and full disclosure, I am also a Medicare broker. I'm licensed in all 50 states. I help people throughout the country find the best plan for them. But Medicare agents and brokers, they make a lot more money if you sign up for a Medicare Advantage plan. And people always say, well, that doesn't make sense. Ed always recommends the MediGap plans, and those have, premiums of, $80, $100, $150, $200, whatever the case may be. So Ed and everybody that recommends Medicare supplement plans are making more money. I should do the zero premium Medicare Advantage plan, because it's zero premium, and that I know the agent's not making a lot of money. Actually, it's the exact opposite. Yeah, it's counterintuitive, but Medicare agents make a lot more money when you sign up for the Medicare Advantage zero premium plans, or any Medicare Advantage that has, even a small premium, $10, $50, $75 a month, whatever the case may be. But a lot of them have zero premium, and the agents and the insurance companies and everybody makes more money on those zero premium, low premium Medicare Advantage plans. It's the Medicare supplement plans, also called the Medigap plans. Those are the ones that, people don't make a lot of money on, and therefore they don't really push those, recommend those, suggest those. But I kind of like sleeping at night, so I always recommend those. Again, if it fits within your particular budget. And that's always a tough thing to say, because your budget today might be different than your budget 5 years from now when you get sick. So if you get a Medicare Advantage plan, you're like, oh, beautiful, zero premium, zero premium. Then you get sick, and then guess what? You're going to have to pay this and pay this and pay this other thing, and go through, the HMOs and the PPOs, and get authorization from an insurance company to, your doctor has to get authorization to do this, that, or the other. And but with a Medicare supplement plan, you're paying. Yes, you're going to be paying a monthly premium, but when it comes down to getting sick, in 5 years or whatever the case may be, and the doctor says you need it and it's covered by Medicare, you don't have to ask the insurance company. They do it. Period. End of story. Um, so that's why I recommend Medicare supplements, because your doctor has essentially the final decision. There is no HMOs, PPOs. Your doctor, don't have to worry about whether they take, this particular plan. If they take Medicare, then they take that plan. End of story. And you can go to any doctor in the country. So if you want to see a specialist on the other side of the country, then you just jump in a car and go to the other side of the country, as long as that person, that doctor or the clinic or the hospital takes Medicare, original Medicare, then they will take your particular plan. So if you live the next 40 years, 50 years, and you never get sick, I guess a Medicare Advantage plan, zero premium per month, definitely gym membership and all that kind of good stuff. Sounds like that one is the best for you, 100%. However, insurance, if you get sick 5 years from now, if you fall, get in a car accident, something really terrible, cancer, anything like that, then a Medicare supplement is probably going to be the best for you. So which one is 100% best for you? Just as I tell people when I help them with retirement, the one day I will be able to tell you 100% for sure whether you should have filed for early retirement at 62 or 63 or 65, or waited till you're 70, or the one day 100%. 100%. I could tell you, you should have done a Medicare Advantage versus Medicare Supplement. You should have did a Plan G instead of a Plan N. That is the day when it's too late. That is the day as they say, shuffle off your mortal coil and go on to the next ranch in the sky. Um, but yeah, so basically, when you pass away, that is the only time, 100% for sure, you know which one you should have chosen. And then, unfortunately, yes, it is just a tad bit too late. So get the information you need, seek out someone you trust to help you walk through all of your options, and then make the best decision for you. And so today we're going to talk about medical underwriting. So if you decide, okay, I have a Medicare Advantage and you want to switch to a Medicare supplement, and now you're, 67 years old or 73 years old, I should have done a Medicare supplement from the beginning because I'm tired of, doctors, trying to do this, that, and the insurance companies saying no. And I'm tired of my doctors, being in network and out of network. But I don't want to go through some, physical or anything like that. It's not usually that. Basically, health underwriting, it's if you're healthy, it's pretty easy. Reach out to your Medicare insurance agent. You reach out to us. We're brokers. I can have a member of my team give you a call and look for plans in your particular area. And if you choose, whatever company, then they have a set of questions that the agent will ask you. They will ask you, okay, have you been, it depends on the particular company and, how old you are and your state and everything like that. But, they'll ask you usually about 10, 15 questions or so about your health. And have you done this and what type of prescriptions are you taking? Sometimes they ask that, sometimes they don't. Have you had any surgeries or anticipate having any surgeries? Yeah, just, basic health type questions. And if you're healthy, I have had many, many, many. I've taken it, and within 5 or 10 minutes, it came back approved. 73 years old, and the person was healthy and answered the questions. Everything was cool, checked out, and within 15 or 20 minutes, the person was approved, and they got the jump off the whole Medicare Advantage bandwagon, and they're very, very happy. Other times, insurance companies want to go a little bit further. Depends on how you answer the questions. There's usually a set of questions that if you answer yes to, if you're in a in a nursing home right now and you're on oxygen and just a very terrible condition, if you answer yes to any of those, it's usually an automatic denial. So there's usually a set of questions that if you answer yes to, that's automatic denial. And then there's another set of questions usually that are, not necessarily automatic denial. They'll have to look at it a little bit, more in detail. So they might ask you, to reach out to them and ask, answer a few more questions, or they might, pull up your prescription history, or they might ask for, your doctors so they can contact your doctors or whatever the case may be. Well, you don't have to worry about that. Basically, again, if you're interested, you don't necessarily have to. I haven't had anybody go through a physical or anything like that. It's just answering the questions, and they might look at your medical records. Maybe I think probably 5% of the ones I've done recently, if you know, they didn't have to look at anything else. We just answered the questions and they approved or denied based on those. And so, as I always say, even with the government, I get calls all the time. Oh, should I apply for disability? Should I apply for this? Whatever the case may be. If it looks like you're gonna, be eligible for those, all they can say is no. You take the application and they come back and they say, oh, no, you're not disabled because you're currently working, or you're not going to get the Medicare, supplement plan because you answered yes to this and you have this prescription. Then it is what it is. And if that's the case, as I've done a few times, then just go to a different company. And, this was a lower rate at this particular company, but they said no. There's other company in your area that charges a little bit more, but their question's a little bit easier. So, hey, you want to try again? And then we go ahead and try with the other company and see what happens. So it doesn't hurt to try, just with any type of bureaucratic, policy like that. Doesn't hurt to try. All they can say is no. And then if they say no, you just keep on keeping on with the particular plan you have at that particular time. And another thing is, I see a lot of people recently switching from a Plan G, the Medicare Supplement Plan G, because it's one of the guaranteed issues once you're 65 or new to Medicare Part B, um, and the prices are going up a little bit more. So we've had a lot of people calling us up that have Plan G that want to save a little bit of money, so they switch to Plan N, and you can watch my video on the difference between Plan G and Plan N. My first recommendation is anybody ever calls me, I always recommend Plan N as in Nancy, and then very, 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 very close behind a Plan G, and then way, 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 way down to be a Medicare Advantage. Again, based on your particular budget. If your budget doesn't allow you Medicare supplement, then it is what it is. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money and switch into a Plan N, give us a call or reach out to agent or broker that you trust in your neighborhood or in your family or whatever the case may be. But if you don't know anybody, be nice if you give us a call, and I'll have one of my guys or gals reach out to you and go through all your options. And if it looks like it's going to be a medical underwriting issue, they'll do it and see what happens. And if it's a yes, then that's a beautiful thing. If it's a no, we'll ask you if you want to try again, and we'll try again. All right. That's it for today. Have a beautiful day. Take care.